What is up, guys? Welcome back to the CheefHouse podcast. Today, we got a new guest. We got Brady White in the building.
What's going on, guys?
Thanks for coming.
Of course.
Obviously, Kotah's here.
Yes, sir.
Very reoccurring guest.
Yeah.
All right. So, for this podcast, we're kind of just going to ramble off on a few things that have been on our minds or in the news recently. The last podcast, we talked a lot about the Sound of Freedom. I recommend you go check that out after this. We really dove deep into that, me, Dakota, and our friend Jason. But for today, we got a few topics written down, but first, I just kind of want to talk to Brady for a little bit, catch up. So how have you been, man?
I've been good, you know, living life, just doing me. But,
Nice.
yeah, I mean, I just got a new job, so I'll be starting that Monday. You know, hopefully I'll be able to work up there, you know. It's an apprenticeship for a mason, so everything's looking good so far. I mean, I'm just rocking, trying to keep an open mind, see what everyone else is doing, you know. That's about it, though.
Word, man. It's good.
Yeah.
And you went to Colorado, right?
Yeah, so recently I just went to Colorado. I was watching my sister's dogs out there. You know, got a little wild, but, you know, also kept it pretty tight. Had fun, stayed on my workout routine too, which was pretty nice. I didn't know that I was going to be able to do that because obviously going into it, I thought I was just watching the dogs, just, you know, fucking doing the normal thing that she asked me to do when I go out to Colorado anyways.
Yeah.
And this time she actually brought her friends involved and everything was pretty fun. Like, I got to meet this guy named Matt. That was fun. I met a couple other people, but they weren't really, like, around that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was able to go out to some dispensaries out there. That was fun.
Dope.
I picked up some pretty good bud. Yeah, that was nice.
What strains did you try?
I'm trying to think in my head. I got Northern Lights. That was the one strain. I got an eighth of Northern Lights. That was really good because that's been my favorite strain. Like, growing up, whenever I'd smoke weed, every time my friend got like Northern Lights, or if I heard it, I'd be like, "Yo, let me get a hit of that." Because I don't know. I've always loved that strain. But
Nice.
they actually had it there. I didn't think that they would, but they had it there. So I was like, "Fuck yeah!" They had a full jar of it. They opened the jar up. You know, they'll let you smell it, everything, whole 9 yards.
What was the pricing like?
The pricing was actually really good for it being recreational, like weed. Like, it was good pricing. Like, it was normal street prices.
Really?
Like, an eighth would be like 30, 35. If you're getting a really good eighth, you're probably paying around 40. Like,
There's probably discounts for you getting more bulk items.
Yeah, I was about to say that. If you go to like get like ounces or something like that, like they'll cut you a good discount.
Nice.
Especially if you buy other items too, like papers and shit like that. Like, they'll throw discounts all over that.
It's dope.
Yeah. Because I got a couple papers when I bought my eighth, and they were like, "Yeah, you know, we'll discount a couple things off here."
And
like,
it's to the
cool.
point of recreation there. Like, people just, like, there's really like no care, right?
There's no
joints
care.
and lighters on the side of Subway.
Yeah, exactly.
Say smoke,
Yeah,
man.
so-
Insert the clip.
Yeah, insert the clip there, because I was literally waiting for my train, and, you know, everything was hot, like, everything was good. I was high as fuck sitting there. I was hitting my pen, and I look over and I see the lighter laying across from this, like, I don't even, like, Coors smoked J. Like, I don't even know. It wasn't like that smoked, but it was like all bunched up, and it said "Weed the People," and I was like, "Oh fuck, I should hit that right now. I can kind of smoke that." But no, that was my train pulled up, so I was like, I'm just gonna fucking leave.
You're probably better off not smoking the street weed.
Yeah,
Like
that
literally street weed.
literal street weed, like what you find on the street. Yeah, the Colorado also has a lot of problems with homeless people.
Oh, really?
Yep, the homeless people are actually, like, it's crazy out there. Like, in the city, people can't find, like, homes and shit, and it's from just overpopulation. A lot of people moved there. They didn't think that city was going to blow up so fast, and then next thing you know, you got all these homeless people that don't have places to go. They don't, you know.
In California, I think a lot of the people homeless, like, say it's so much cheaper to be homeless.
Oh, I can
Yeah.
imagine.
Like, it's so much easier to live. You pay nothing
is.
in rent. You get money from the government
Yeah,
every
and
once in a while.
most of these people have jobs. Like, most of
Yeah.
these people have jobs. Like, in the city, they'll get up in the morning like normal and just leave their tent and go to their job.
It's just easier.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I can't imagine. But I guess, like, I don't know, especially if you're you don't have like a family, just like an individual.
Yeah. Sometimes
Living in
times get
fucking
tough.
California,
Times get
bro.
I
tough.
think most of it is drugs, though.
But yeah,
Out there.
yeah.
Most of it.
The drugs definitely like to seep into those problems as well.
Like
That's for
handing
sure.
out crack pipes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sharing needles. Oh no.
Fuck. All right. Speaking of sharing. All right, we're gonna jump into our
Speaking
first
of sharing, yeah.
So this has been all over all social media recently, but Adam22, the no jumper fella, he lets his wife do porn with a large black man. I think we all know the story, right?
Yeah.
Jason.
And, what's his name?
Jason.
Shout out Jason.
Shout out Jason. Fuck yeah.
A lot of different controversial opinions are going around about this, so I just wanted to go over this. Whichever one of you wants to start.
You want to take this one?
Yeah, I want to put it out there. I'd probably never succumb to those standards, but
I'd have to agree.
You know, I don't know. I feel like when you're in the porn industry for as long as you are, like both of you, you know, things start to get boring when you do them repetitively. So experimenting like that, if that's what they wanted to do, yeah, that's fine. The other thing is, like, that's their main job and they get paid for that.
Yeah.
And they actually make money. Like, these motherfuckers fuck a new chick every week on a podcast and get paid for it. But then also do shoots and get paid from those shoots.
It's true.
It's all the money.
So, I mean, if this was their, like, cash grab, like, I mean, they do have a kid, like, it's...
Yeah, so, like,
that's
I was about to add into that.
But, I don't know, if it's a cash grab, it is what it is. I mean, you sell yourself at some point to make money.
That is true.
But...
Sell parts of yourself.
I would 0% chance of me partaking in an activity like that.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like it's really comes down to, like, yes, money and what, like, you're really comfortable with, you know? Like, I mean, they've already dealt with the large digits before in their past without having to do certain of those things. So, like, really it comes down to, like, okay, how comfortable are you doing this? Like, we have a kid, you're my wife, like, how much money are we making, and how comfortable am I with the dude that's doing it to you? You know? So it's like, that's also another thing.
See, I think about it like, so, I mean, Adam22 fucks. They have threesomes like all the time.
Yeah, no, like, this is the first time that she's
done
that
really
together.
This is the problem that's addressed, right?
Yeah.
And so the roles reversed, right? Like, you know what I mean? So, like, Adam22 can fuck a bunch of girls, like, if he's with his girlfriend, I guess. Like, it doesn't have the same impact of him letting his wife go solo with that dude.
Yeah.
That's why it's such a big deal.
Yeah, that's
like, all right.
That's why it's blown up.
You know what I mean? Because it definitely is like a double standard almost. Like, nobody would say this if it was a guy, right? So that's why this is such a big deal. So, like, but
I guess he did cheat on her. So, like that's held over your head at some point.
Yeah,
like, in relationship.
I feel like that'll be from, like, the girl standard. Like, you could use that as, like, a thing to hold over their head. Like, like, listen, like, this is these are the freedoms that I gave you being my partner. Like, what, like, now where are mine?
Yeah,
basically.
It's a tough one. I would never be okay with that. I don't think there's any exception.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't either. But okay, so what makes you feel that way? Like, is it the morals? Is it because, like, we were saying, like, the money, like, the money aspect was large.
They have money.
Yeah, but, like,
but that's what I'm saying. So what's, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, what would you, why would you feel that? How, as a normal person, right? You say you're working a normal job, you make good money, right? You don't make large money, right? And she gave you those freedoms. Let's say she just gave you those freedoms to be able to go and do whatever you want with a woman, right? Okay. You've been doing that for X amount of months or years, whatever, per se, however long you've been together. Then she goes out of her way, she comes up to you, hey, Jake, or Kotah, I've been giving you these freedoms for X amount of time. Can I do this with this guy?
For a paycheck.
Yeah.
One, you normally don't get the opportunity to live that lifestyle unless you have the money in advance. You're influential. You have the power.
I mean, there's people that do. There's people that we were just talking about this before we started the podcast. There's people that do fucking. What was it? It's not a fucking cuck. It's
Might be a cuck.
No, it's not a cuck.
Might be.
It's not a cuck. It's like partners that like doing shit with other partners. Swingers. Thank you. There's swingers out there all the time. You know. So it's like, that's just like one step away, I feel like, from a swinger.
I think it changes with...
When it's solo dolo, when it's just by themselves.
By themselves, yes, but also when you're in the public eye and you also have
True,
more
that's
sums of money.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
It gets
yeah.
a little bit different.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
true.
don't. People are all different, bro. Adam 22 fucks a lot of girls. I mean, he's just that guy.
He has the
I
freedom
don't
to
think
do
he
so.
gives a fuck, realistically. So, I don't know. I would never let it slide.
Is he in the TikTok
That's all I
space?
know. Probably.
Probably. I would think like he has clips on the TikTok space.
Yeah, they're all over. Yeah,
And plus, TikTok just came out with that new, what was it, the content creator thing?
Yeah, that's the other. We have that topic written down. The TikTok just came out with the new creator fund, like the beta. So the best way I can describe this is just basically like how YouTube was in its prime. So like the YouTube heyday was probably, could be off, maybe like 2013, 2014 to about like 2016, where the real money was made. You were talking like certain creators, if you were like PG, you weren't cursing or any sexual content or anything like that, you could have a CPM, which is basically, I think that's cents per million.
Okay.
Might have to double check me on that.
Cents per million views?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
CPM.
CPM,
Okay.
but I'm not 100% sure. But they were CPMs of like $7 per 1,000 views.
Holy shit.
So like
That's
you
like
think about
PewDiePie
that,
numbers.
Yeah.
PewDiePie
Yeah,
in
that's-
his prime,
yeah.
like,
bro. But
he
that's
had a
when he
lot.
was in. So he was getting 20 million a fucking video or something,
yes.
and you're at a CPM of even $2 per 1,000 views. Bro,
That's
I made
crazy.
I made $1,000
Off of that one
back then
video.
off of one video.
600,000 or something?
600,000 views.
What? Which one was that?
It was like Ninja Warrior.
The Ninja Warrior.
Kid
Yeah, that's
Ninja
right.
Warrior.
The kid. Yeah, I remember you. I remember
Yeah,
you.
bro.
I remember meeting Jake at wrestling practice and him bringing that up.
Yeah,
I remember that.
that was like fucking. That blew my mind. That was when you really realized,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
this is real.
Yeah.
Never took advantage of it, but
We will. Don't
We
worry.
will, yeah,
We're going to use
that's
that
what we're
video
doing right
in
now.
December of 2024. We are going to go to a tryout.
we're gonna
It's
in the talks.
We're holding each other. We're
We're gonna hold each other. to
You're
that?
going-
We,
to the
we have
Ninja
to go,
Warrior?
bro. If
Might
we're giving
have
ourselves
to,
a
okay.
year and some change, like, come on, we have to at least get there in line and see if we can get on it.
I think we have a good in with that video.
We do.
Okay.
We got to start training.
I could see you guys doing
That
the
grip
Ninja Warrior.
strength.
I did
Bro,
the
that would
pegboard at the rock climbing gym.
Pegboards are fun.
The pegboards do look really cool. I saw that
Shit's-
clip.
I want to put one
Kinda
across
hard.
that
Yo,
beam.
roll the
in
clip.
our
Yeah, we can
garage.
throw a little bit of
Oh,
that.
clip of that.
Would you say?
I want to put a pegboard on that beam that's in my garage that comes down.
Mm.
You know, thing that sticks out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I want to cross that.
That would be
idea.
sick.
I think we would also need access to some sort of gym. Because we would want salmon ladder. Like, you gotta
Yeah.
learn that technique. You know,
That's
fucking-
crazy. Yeah,
that
that
shit's-
shit's.
It's all technique.
It's all
All of
technique.
it.
It's in the swing. It's the
Mhm.
swing. You gotta swing your body
Swing
up.
pop.
Yep.
You gotta take it out onto the rung. So it's like a
Yeah.
weird, you gotta like jerk yourself.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting. Pause. 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 Oh man.
Yeah, but that could be dope. But back to what I was saying with the TikTok fund. So basically, that just came out, and it has pretty much similar to YouTube in its prime with payment. So TikTok, you need 10,000 followers, 100,000 views in the last 30 days, and then
You need-
18 or older.
Yeah.
is the other
18
requirement.
Yeah.
But there's people, man. I mean, you're posting, even if you have like 4,000 views, like average on your videos, and you're posting like 5 a day,
Yeah.
and then your other videos throughout the day are getting views. I mean, you're going to be racking in money.
Actually.
So that's definitely something that I'm looking into right now. Try to get my account up there, but for that, and
Yeah.
it leaves a lot of opportunities for people to make more money.
It's definitely a smart move from like a from an entrepreneurial like standpoint.
Mhm.
Like if you're trying to create more sources of income and get your name out there a little bit more to be more recognized, I think that's definitely the way to go.
It is
Especially-
nice.
Yeah, especially with how easy those videos are to make. Just a nice quick couple second video or even a minute video.
Oh no, it
Just-
has to be a minute or
Oh, that's
longer.
right. That's
that was
right.
the other
That's right.
requirement.
That's right.
My bad.
The other requirement is a minute. Yeah. So even then, a minute of your time. That's not. You got a lot of minutes in a day. So
Create your content, put it out there, get paid.
yeah,
Yep.
that is true.
I can't imagine how many people like quit their jobs this past week. I'm not
Yeah.
even joking.
Yeah.
People, you weren't making. I mean, what, like 100,000 views a video, dude. Like now you're like, oh, that's $100 a day. That's a job. I mean, that's an average job. Like not college. Like
That is true.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
That is crazy. And a lot of people are using that AI to just help themselves out with making the videos look nicer, make them look clean. Like all the aspects of like AI, like a lot of people are scared of it, but it also brings a lot of opportunity into the space for these people to really make new maneuvers and move around and stuff like that.
Exactly. It's taking over. If you're not incorporating it, you're going to be left behind.
Exactly. And if you're not at least caught up with some of the information and you don't know like at least the basics of it, you're going to be caught up in the storm, just like with everyone else, because it's going to switch like that and everyone's going to be like, what?
Kotah was showing, you were telling me about like the artwork thing where you have to pay.
Oh yeah, Dolly, DALL, and it's like .e, and it's just like an AI generation tool. So you could type in the prompt whatever you want. Say you want like a penguin wearing a Coca-Cola hat. So you type that in, it'll give you 4 generated photos that the AI made, but every generation that you do and every time you alter a photo, it takes a certain amount of credits, and I think it's like 15 credits for like $10 or something.
Okay, so you buy the credits to be able to make.
But
you buy the credits to be able to make the.
Yeah. So then you generate whatever. Then you can click on that photo, say you like the aspect of it, and then you could generate more based off of that photo, and it'll make variations of it. Yeah. Or you can input your own, change backgrounds. It's almost like Photoshop, but it does everything
automatic
quick for you instead of you spending the 5-10 minutes to alter something.
Nice.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, no, that is cool.
But it's gonna put artists out of business. Like
it will.
I actually
goes for
disagree.
Art. I mean, yeah, it'll make more of a.
People are it's gonna be more sought after. Like, oh, this was made by a human.
Yeah.
Dog. Yeah. That shit's gonna be.
It'll become if that AI really does pop off in the like artist era or the artist like area, it'll depreciate. It won't depreciate, but it'll definitely like it'll get more appreciated when the AI is doing it, and it's gonna depreciate the value of like actual artwork made by humans, like you were saying, like people that know how to use a brush, or someone that knows just like angles and lines, and they know how to draw it literally perfectly. It's gonna be more appreciated because of how far that we're gonna get into the AI space.
Like just why people like search out like homegrown or homemade anything, or like anything that's designed by like not huge corporations. It's gonna be like that. Like, oh, this was created by AI. It's actually less valuable.
Possibly.
I think that's a possibility.
Well, art is just a big money laundering scheme at the end of the day. So you see that transfer over to like NFTs too, like digital art assets.
But even
I mean, some of them are worth hundreds of thousands, and then some of them are worth $20.
True. Yeah, that's true. I think, but even then, like some of that AI, like we're talking about a lot of the pros that it can bring, and a lot of the good things that it can bring. But I think that it's also something that you can't remove, and I think that's also I think that could also be a problem though, because there's like we gotta have some kind of give and take with that, where it's like it makes sense. You don't want to overuse it to the point where it becomes an issue for people, just like the iPhone has. Like you were saying, like Jake just the other day showed me that he got this little lock case for his phone, and it's basically you just set a timer and you lock your phone away for X amount of time, right? And it'll give you space away from the phone, and it gives you space in your own head. I think that's really good to get yourself out of that internet world, because I've seen a lot of people getting eaten up by it.
Yeah, just pay attention to your screen time. I mean,
people.
What's the one thing that people always like complain? It's like, I don't have the time. I don't have the whatever.
But you do.
Yeah, check your screen time.
Yeah.
There's your answer.
Yeah. But if your screen time is on more productive things, not just social media 4 hours out of the day.
Look at what is taking up your screen time.
Yeah.
And then you can
see what you're feeding yourself with.
I do 2 to 4 hours a day on your phone is probably all you need.
And even then, I'm not even going to say...
Need is a strong word, too. I just want to say it.
Yeah, sorry. Even then, I'm not even going to say, like, I'm not an angel with this shit. Like, I'm not perfect. Like, my screen time's probably horrible, but I'm saying this for the people that are at least watching, Yeah. Maybe you'll pick up something from hearing this. Like, just from an average guy standpoint, like, yeah, it definitely does fuck with your head. Like,
it helps you. This was my whole reason with like posting the TikTok videos that I did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're self-affirming it with yourself. Like when you say things like this, like watch your screen time, I think about it all the time.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
So it's like locked in my brain now that I'm like checking my screen time. All right, let me put the phone away. Let me do that. You know what I mean? It's really important.
I mean, I think like a good hour and a half goes towards like social media, just looking at other things on my phone. Most of the time it's opening the phone, looking at TradingView, looking at Binance, seeing where crypto's at.
And that's
keeping tabs and that's things, but that's under like a productivity.
Yeah, and that's a healthy task because you're learning information. You're bringing more things that you can gain off of from doing that. You know,
a lot of it's actually spent on the real world. Taking all the courses, doing all the tasks.
Yeah, that is true, and there's a lot of there's a lot of spaces like that, you know, like the real world's not the only space that you can go to like gain information off of. Like Jake showed me a YouTuber a while ago by the name of Alex
Sedlak.
Yeah. He has a little course that's going on now, which looks pretty good as well. I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit out there that like you can take a chance on. Like,
just because it's on your phone or your device doesn't mean it's bad. It's just what is your intention
with it
going into it, and how much time is spent where.
Yeah,
that's
and what's the outcome?
Yeah,
like if the outcome of something is you're just doing something, you just got entertainment out of it. You got to take the knowledge away from everything that you watch, because all of it's content. At the end of the day, you're taking in everyone's content. Where is it coming from? How truthful is this, and what's it talking about?
And
take the knowledge.
Yeah, and I think that this goes for all the people that are like the heavy go-getters that are like. They want to learn, they want to do everything, like they want to like really get out there in the world. But then there's also those people that are like, they're just normal average Joes. Like they just want to work a job, they want to enjoy life. Like at least that's what I've been seeing around from like just looking around in my friends and stuff like that, just watching people, seeing how they move, like what they're satisfied with, where their level of satisfaction comes from. Where they can stop and be like, all right, this is enough. Like, I don't need to do anymore. Like, I'm just gonna. This is my job. And this is what I enjoy doing. Like, I can make X amount of money from it, and I can do maybe 2 other things to make a little bit more money, and I'll be set.
Yeah.
And I've seen people do it all the time. Like my one friend Haziel that just reached out to me from, like when I was a kid, and he said that he got out of the military and then started doing construction or whatever. Found a guy, met up. Got a business going, and now they're just, you know, they're making X amount of money. They bring in X amount of money. They do X amount of things a year to make them X amount of money, and they just love life. Like, they just enjoy it every day.
Like, I don't think life is supposed to be about work and making money.
Creation.
It's creation, and then also, I think it is enjoyment. The goal, this is me personally, the goal is to get to a point where you're comfortable, I guess, that you can enjoy things, knowing that you have something going and you have something to work on. You have something that's money coming in. You don't want to think about it. You have a purpose. All that. It's not only like a lot. Like I know Andrew Tate talks like it's like just work. But there's, you know, that's what he likes. Whatever. He's obviously playing that role to a point. You know what I mean?
Little persona,
dude. You gotta be realistic with your standards, and it's like you get to a point where you're comfortable or you're making a good amount of money, like enjoy yourself. I think that's really important.
Yeah, no, that's definitely.
I think you do that along the way. Mm-hmm. Like you find those opportunities to indulge in something and have fun, go on trips, but like if you're going on trips for like business, doing stuff, like you're still seeing everything, you're still exploring the world. Mm-hmm. It's just you have something to do. Like life is you're always going to have something to do. You always have something until you die. Yeah. Like that's when you have nothing to do. So you should always be doing something, never be lazy. Mm-mm. Something always has to be done. That's even when you get comfortable like that, you got a compound wherever. You got your family. You got 4 of your boys and all their family, and it's a whole like community. Well, like, something's got to be done. Like we got to take care of this. Like this is
it comes down to how you're wired, I'd say, though. Because there's definitely like when some people like me, I could probably get comfortable for a little bit, but then eventually that comfortable becomes uncomfortable because you're too comfortable.
But guess what? If you're to that point of comfort, then you could just get up and bounce to another house for 4 months in like fucking Hawaii.
Yeah.
Go there.
Right.
Be like, all right, yeah, we're up and leaving. Like, if you could do things wherever
freedom.
and get,
Yeah.
like, you could just get shit done.
Yeah.
Why not go there, get the same shit done, but you got different houses you could live in.
Yeah.
You have the freedom to go do that stuff.
I think that's
Yeah,
what
that's
everybody truly wants.
Yes,
Yeah.
the freedom. Because
Freedom.
no one
Yeah.
has freedom nowadays,
Yeah.
bro. Like, no one has freedom.
It's been taken away in so many
But
different
you
aspects.
can create it.
But you can create.
That
it.
is the-
You can.
It's
can.
all. It's all.
You
money.
can create your own comfortable source of freedom. You
It's
know?
money in mind.
And it's really what comes down to, like, what you want from the world, what you want from your life. You know, like, that's what I think. That's what a lot of these kids are getting caught up in. They're looking at the ambitions of other people that are posting it on social media, and that's what they're so caught up in. They're so caught up in, like, what everyone else wants, and what are the trendy topics that other people want. What are these things that everyone else... Sit down, stop looking at the phone, and figure out what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Once you do that, you'll find that life is actually really, really great.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, you'll sit down and you'll be like,
Yeah.
you'll find a new appreciation for life that you haven't found in a really long time. And honestly, I did it. Like, I really did sit down. Like, I sat down. When I was out in Colorado, I really didn't look at my phone like that. I just tried to take in what I could take in. I worked out, you know. I had my fun, you know. I had my share of fun that I've shared with both of you guys. But at the same time, like, at the same token, I really sat down and, like, got a lot of space away from a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got that space. I was able to sit down with myself and really think, what do I want? What do I want to chase? Like, what pushes me? What drives me? What did I used to do that, like, put a spark in my soul? You know?
Yeah, and to find those answers, it does take being solitary.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of a solitary confinement to be able to separate yourself from all of the things that everyone else wants.
I mean,
And
that's
I was
needed in
telling-
life.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I was on a FaceTime call with Jake not even like a couple days ago, and that's exactly what I brought up to him. I was just like, the solitary confinement is just, it's where you find the most answers, you know?
Yeah.
And not to get like weird with it, but David Goggins, he's a big guy that I follow, and he,
Yeah.
you know, he does these crazy
Carries
marathons,
boats.
and the
carries
jokes.
boats.
You see all the
He carries boats.
you see all the memes, you see all that, but I think what his message and what he's saying to people, like being able to drive yourself when you're alone, you'll find a lot more answers within yourself. You'll find a lot more answers for yourself, and you'll find that, like, okay, I'm not that.
You become
fucked.
way more powerful.
Look at like old Indian tribes and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, as you becoming a man, stepping into that manhood, you had to go out for a week, for a month, like go out there and bring something back. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
how you proved yourself.
Yeah,
Like, there's
sure.
no proving yourself nowadays. No one wants to prove anything.
You have to
but-
do it to yourself.
Yeah.
Society wants you to be like everybody else.
Exactly.
But
Be
if you're
complacent.
if you're in the village in society, you're never gonna do nothing. Go.
Mm-hmm.
By yourself,
Yeah.
out there. A fucking bear comes, what are you gonna do? You're gonna fight it? Or learn how to survive and stay out of its way.
Dude, that's facts.
Those are the whales. Like, do what you can.
Yeah,
but
man.
the confinement by yourself, truly pushing yourself,
That
that's needed in
That-
life.
that's
100%.
Because, like, exactly. It's just discipline. You know,
Mhm.
it's like, how are you gonna get anything done if you're just running off motivation?
And you were
Motivation.
talking earlier, you brought, like, I think comparison, like you brought up, that is what's going to kill you.
Yeah,
And
no,
I
that's-
struggle dramatically with it.
I mean,
I fight it, like, every day.
But everyone
Yeah.
does, because that's society, you know. Like, that's as soon as you walk. Because let me put it this way: because I went to Catholic school when I was in middle school, and so from going to Catholic school to going into a school where it's all just free flowing energy, and there's no rules, there's rules, but there's no like, there's a
AKA
lot more
Liberty High
freedoms.
School.
Yeah, Liberty High
AKA
School.
Liberty High School. Exactly. There's a lot more like free, dude. Like, you wore whatever the hell you want, blah blah blah. At Catholic school, it's not like that, bro. You have a uniform, you put that shit on every morning, you make sure you look good, you have to walk in, then you got, like, specific classes, you got a religion class, you go to church every Friday.
Mhm.
Like, it's very schedule-based. Like, Liberty was schedule-based, but it was also like, hey, I'm gonna go do this. Let's go.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, fuck, like, we can do this? He's like, yeah, we'll get away with it. It's like, oh.
Less rules.
You start learning a lot more things, you know?
Yeah. I just think for me, it's like when I see somebody do something, I'm always like, damn, like, I could do that. Like, I should be doing that.
Sorry, let me finish my thought on the whole.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I knew you got off.
Yeah, I got off
Yeah,
that. Sorry. So the whole liberty thing, basically, where I was going with that is that like it's the kids have like a weird thing where it's like popularity, and you know it's there, like it's there, and it's weird, and it's just like, okay, well now I gotta do this and this to like try to fit in with maybe this crowd, or maybe I gotta do this and this to do this, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all bullshit. It's really none of it matters, and you're just setting like shitty expectations for yourself all throughout high school, and then you finally get out of high school and you realize, oh wait, there's no the only expectations are the ones that I set on myself, and then you start realizing you're like, oh wait, this is the only thing that matters. And then everything starts to click a little bit.
For me, it's not really necessarily popularity. It's always people's accomplishments that I compare myself to, where it's like, I should be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I have to do that.
That's also a good one.
You know what I mean?
It's all on your timeline.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing other people's time frame from where they're at accomplishing those things. Like, you're probably just like a couple steps right behind that. But if you are always caught up on theirs, you're never going to catch yourself up to where they are and what they did. But you can get there. Anyone can get there.
I think timelines is such an important topic of it too, bro. Because when you think on this day and age, this is the shit, bro. It's like you see 23-year-olds, 20-year-olds are like making money, they're fucking balling,
or like,
and then you're just like, fuck, like, what am I fucking doing wrong, bro? But you're not doing anything wrong.
You're not.
Like, it's people have different timelines, bro. Some things
are a fad. Like some people come
yeah.
in for like 2 months, make some money, and then it stops working out. Like,
or some people hit it early, bro.
Yeah, some people hit the jackpot early. Yeah.
Joe Rogan really didn't get that famous, like his podcast. He was like 35.
Yeah,
I mean, he was making money. He was like doing acting and stuff. Like, you think of him as an example. Like, people pop later, bro.
Yeah.
There's this fear of aging that I have of like, it's kind of like, fuck, I don't want to be late. You know what I mean? There's definitely that.
Yeah, that's also another
You feel like you don't want to be left behind. Bro.
Yeah.
It's like FOMO in a sense.
It is. Yeah.
Especially with crypto and fucking NFTs, you're like, I can't be left behind, bro. Like you can psych your fucking self out, bro. Well, that's right. You just want to take in what you know, get the information from people you trust, do with it what you will.
Use it as best as you possibly can. And if you did all those steps, then I mean, there would like
Well, that crypto is pretty much like the last boom in like wealth change.
The most
like,
recent.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it's gonna set a lot of rules and regulations for everything else. A lot of stuff's gonna change, and it's just gonna be like a switch.
It's gonna be I feel like it's gonna be a lot of people think it's gonna be a quick change, but I think it's actually gonna be a slower change.
Yeah, it'll be gradual.
I think it's gonna be a gradual overtaking.
I mean, it's been going on. Like,
and
the fact that most of these places are having lawsuits with the SEC right now.
Yeah.
Like, that means that this has been going on, everything's established, it's working well, now the government's like, alright, too much of this is gravitating, so now there's lawsuits. Now when these lawsuits are finished and people come out on top and, crypto's here to stay, then it's like, gets integrated more. What does that do?
Yeah, money starts to go up.
People, I always use this as the top, I don't know where I fucking heard this from, but people were shitting on the internet.
Yeah, and that was the last 1998 to 2002, like, boom.
It's just a fad. This is bullshit. It's not gonna last.
Yeah.
The internet.
Who took over the most?
Yeah.
Fucking Amazon.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Amazon.
People taking advantage of the things that are in front of it.
I mean, dude, that whole technology boom, a lot of people shit on that.
The gates, yeah.
So what's our next technology boom? Crypto right now.
Crypto right now.
Crypto, NFTs.
We got a nice taste during COVID.
Yeah, that is true.
Made a few $100. Got my medal from that, I guess. It's crazy.
Had a little come up there with the crypto.
Yeah, very small.
I came in a little late, and then that's when you lost a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was like, bro, don't do this. And I'm like, bro, Ethereum is $1,100. That shit's going back up.
Dog, I lost $1,300 in like 6 weeks.
Jesus, God Almighty!
During one point, but I probably made like 2,400 probably.
XRP.
It's fucked, man. Bro. But dude, and then it also stresses you the fuck out, right? Because like, we're not people who have, like, we're not sitting here making money, right? We don't have that passive yet. So, the people who are taking these risks and they're buying
thousands, they're putting thousands
of XRP, they're like, all right, like, we're just, we're just gonna let this boat
For a
fucking
couple
sail,
months,
man.
like-
Let's just see.
They just let it sail.
And then but with us, it's like, yo, we're putting like these are our hours worked. We're throwing this on this now.
Yeah.
Like this is 2 weeks of my job. Like 2 weeks of my life.
Then you're looking at it and it's like the
Life.
$700 isn't enough.
Yeah, bro. Then
Yeah,
you're
it's-
still like it's like fuck. I'm gonna make like $400 off of like 2 weeks of my life. Think about it like that, bro. Yeah, you're gonna psych yourself out.
A little bit.
Fuck.
But
in the broad,
keep on going.
But yeah,
Yeah.
in the broad scheme of things, like you got, like you're saying, the time thing, like that also plays into effect because then you're thinking, well, oh, how much time is this gonna take?
Yeah,
what
bro.
am I doing? Like,
And that comes
Yeah,
from a view
makes
of
sense.
money.
yeah,
I mean, all of this stuff is just channels different. Like, bro, money flows, comes and goes.
Yep.
You can't get too attached.
no,
It's
you
hard
can't.
not to.
It's hard.
You don't want to be stingy,
Yeah, that's also another thing.
but you know, because there's like.
You want to have a nice balance.
You want to have
an equal balance.
Stingy people don't let money. If you don't let money out, money will never come in. That's basically
I'm gonna bring this back a little bit.
yeah. What you got?
So when talking about that solitary confinement thing, after doing
I
that,
don't think it's confinement. Isn't
that's
that like a
confinement.
prison
Yeah,
term?
that's a prison term.
Confinement.
Yeah, I would say like
Just being alone.
being in your own headspace.
Yeah, solitary.
Dude, when I was out in Colorado, seeing those mountains every day, it made me want to snowboard again. Like, not snowboard to like snowboard and have fun. No, like I want to go. Like last season, like I didn't have that many friends that snowboarded like that.
Mhm.
And my previous friend, I'm not gonna throw names out, but my previous friend, he just wasn't around that much. You know, he didn't want to snowboard. He wanted to stay inside more, which is completely respectable. It's what you want to do. I was more on the level of like I want to get out there, I want to snowboard, I want to do shit more. But now this new season coming up, I think I'm gonna start. I want to go crazy this year. Like I want to get into it. Like I want to go like full on, bro. Because like it really does make me happy. Like I was wanting to go, but I had no one to go with, and then I started realizing like, dude, just go by yourself. Like you're gonna make friends at this
100%,
mountain.
bro.
You're gonna make friends at the mountain. You're
Take a
gonna
fucking
make
head cam,
connections.
go down the mountain,
Exactly.
get some
Set up a
footage,
GoPro.
and-
Like exactly. Get some footage of me doing some cool shit. Like, and then that'll push me to want to do more tricks, try crazier shit, bigger jumps. Like I'll be doing it alone, which will be nice, and I'll be like, it'll be my own thing. I can create something that like I want.
Mhm.
You know. So I think that's where I'm gonna try to go with the snowboarding thing, because like, dude, I've been snowboarding for so long now that, and I talk about it all the time, but like now it's a nice thing because I have so many other precedents in life that I'm like now looking at, and I'm like, oh, okay, so now that makes me feel like I should do this more.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
It's like a meditation too.
it is,
That
yeah.
stuff's so
You're
good.
by yourself.
You're by yourself.
You're doing what you want, having fun.
Fun.
But also,
Also-
if you got that camera going,
Yeah.
like you're creating content
yeah.
off of you being in the moment.
Yeah.
That's where the enjoyment comes from.
Yeah.
Like on your timeline.
And I
Like,
can
you
clip all of that up.
Yeah, you want to snowboard, you snowboard, get some clips, put some content
And dude-
out, and get paid for it.
And dude, I was looking at the map too, and like literally, like I have, as you guys probably don't know as viewers, but I have a nice Jeep, which is spacious and has a lot of things that I could use for traveling. And the mountains are so close. Like you got mountains that are like literally right up in Vermont or upstate New York.
We're right on the Appalachian Mountains.
We got
Exactly.
Blue Mountain.
Yeah. Blue Mountain's a little. But I would take.
It's here.
I would do
We're going to Blue
clips.
Mountain, and we're going to the casino up there.
Oh
We're going to Mount Airy,
yeah,
you
here
feel
we
me?
go. Mount Airy.
All right.
He's gonna end up at Mount Airy after a long day of snowboarding. Lose a couple
No,
grand.
snowboarding's fun as fuck, bro. I bust my ass.
Bro, you ever seen
Yeah,
that
I took him on the inside.
You ever seen that video of the chick that was snowboarding down the freaking thing? We could probably put it in here. She was snowboarding, and she had her camera facing her like this, and she's going. And there's a fucking bear chasing her down the mountain the entire time,
and she
bro.
doesn't even know.
Imagine
she doesn't
you
even know.
fucked up and you fell, and
I
now
think- was
this
it a-
shit's mauling your neck out.
Was it a skier or was it a?
It was a snowboarder.
It was a snowboarder.
Yeah.
Holy
We can find that
shit.
thing.
Yeah,
That
you
shit
got
was crazy.
that.
All you see is the bear is just like like down the mountain. That shit runs at like 30 miles an hour, doesn't it?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
Oh, another bear clip.
That's
Yeah,
so
we can
bad.
throw this the one up too. Oh no, I don't know if we could throw this one up. It's pretty fucked up. But there's a meme of this bear and it's this mountain goat, right? And the mountain goat's like, you know, mountain goats can like jump up on the side of cliffs and shit, do
Very
crazy
agile.
shit, like, mad agile, right? A fucking bear is not that agile. The bear tried to jump from rock to rock. Bro, it was a cliff underneath, and the bear hits the rock, and it's just like flipping down the mountain. It's ragdolling down the mountain. It's fucked up.
300 pounds of grizzly meat.
Yeah, getting thrown around.
Fucking crazy.
Meanwhile, the goat's just looking at that.
The goat's just looking at it like, yo,
fucked.
You're a peasant.
He's probably trying to eat the goat.
Yeah.
Animals are wild.
We got a time check here. What do we got?
Yeah, what we got?
40.
Damn.
Go for like 5 more minutes, boys.
Yeah, 5 more minutes.
Is there any... Alright, well, I'll give a few updates. I'm going to be setting up the Chief website with the new shirts and everything on there. Try to take some pictures. Just a heads up, that website's going to get updated this week. And... do I have anything else?
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Do you want CheefHouse inflatable pool toys for next summer?
Also, inflatable sex toys.
Sex toys.
Now we'll stick to the pool toys.
Alright,
Yeah.
we'll stay out of this stuff. Stay out of the degenerate activity. My bad. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, but I think that's all I really have to say. I don't know.
What up?
Do you guys have any closing statements?
Keep sticking around. There's going to be more content coming out. These guys are doing a fucking amazing job, and I haven't been around for it, but I honestly am very proud of everyone here that's been like doing shit. The fucking space looks great. Everything looks great. The new Chief merch that came out with I don't know if you
stuff?
dropped it yet.
Yeah,
but
there's photo. I didn't actually. The
Okay.
surf stuff. We were wearing it in videos.
Last one was the Rastas.
No, the surf.
there's
The last
new,
one we announced
Yeah.
was Ross. So yeah.
Anyways, there's new surf apparel that he made. Looks beautiful. Looks amazing. Looks clean. It's tight on the skin. Makes your look a little bit bigger.
Makes your pectorals.
Pectorals look good. So yeah, cop up on that.
Thank
you. Yeah, thanks, Jake.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming. Cody, you got anything?
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Epstein didn't kill himself. All right, Brady, thanks for coming.
See you, Jake.
Boss. All right.
Thank you, guys.
We're wrapping it up. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
New video night. New podcast is coming soon.